Broken is pretty much the song that started my whole kind of journey through this whole EP. And that's why the EP is called Broken as well. It kind of just felt like a kind of an awakening moment to be like, this is who I am, this is who I want to be as an artist. And yeah, it was kind of, literally, I think it was the first song, it's pretty written January 2020. It just felt like me. And I think it came from a moment of, it was kind of around the time I got broken up with, and it was like just high emotions, and I was writing a lot of songs at that time. It kind of says what it means. I was just absolutely broken, even though like in the long term it was the right thing for sure. It was nice to name it that because it was the song obviously that started everything, and also it kind of just nicely tied everything in. It's just weird because I can just throw myself back to when it was the way we wrote it. It was so natural. It was literally, I was kind of at a point where I wasn't doing that much music, and then I kind of, after I got broken up with, I was just like, this is my moment now to like really go hard with the songwriting. And I just kind of messaged anyone I thought was pretty good, and Chris reached out to me, and I just went to his house, and it's literally the first song we ever wrote. I love the song as well, but it's also kind of like sentimental in that regard, that it was the song that kind of started everything as well.
With your EP being called Broken, what is the most valuable thing you've broken ever in your life?
Ever in my life? Oh my god, that is a on-the-spot question. I'm a very, very clumsy person, so I probably have borderline dyspraxia. So I'm breaking shit all the time. I can't think of stuff valuable I've broken that I probably can't mention on here. Just cups, mugs, all the time, anything. Not much value, but the cumulative value is going up every single day. So yeah, I'm renowned by all my friends to be the one that breaks shit all the time. So yeah, that's why it's called Broken, pretty much. Yeah. But it's still nice to be able to look back at those moments in your life and be like, I don't have to completely forget about it, because I think everything in life you learn from. So it's nice to have, and especially through songwriting, I think a lot of people probably don't get that. They can obviously remember the feelings, but like they don't have like an actual documentation of something they wrote at that time. So it's really nice to be like, although it's something I don't feel anymore, it's like, I can still look back at it and be like, oh, that was an interesting time in my life, or whatever. I mean, I find a lot of comfort in sad music, especially when I'm going through sad things. But I think there's something in being able to relate to somebody else's and knowing that someone else has gone through the exact same thing as you. I mean, it's really hard because you're pretty much going into a room with somebody you've never ever met before, sitting down for about half an hour and then opening your complete life story up to them. So it's a bit of a strange situation, but it's kind of like therapy. So it's really therapeutic, and it helps you kind of, even if you don't write something that day, you can still get a feeling out of it and you can still portray emotions. I think it's really important thing in my life. Yeah, I normally come up with the melodies first. I think you could change a great song's lyrics and it still be a great song, but I think if you change the melody of a great song, it wouldn't be as great. Although I used to, back in the day, I was like, oh, I don't really care about the lyrics as long as the melody's really good. But now I kind of, as I've got older, I've been like, just from speaking to other songwriters and other friends, that a lot of them use the lyrics as their thing to relate to. But now obviously that lyric is something I've got way more into as I've progressed as a songwriter. The lyrics always take way longer. But yeah, that's it.